So my name's AJ. I also go by the name of Massive on YouTube. I'm a content creator. I also make different videos. I'm also an artist. I do other things as well too. Like I'm also a singer and other stuff. So I guess I'm gonna ask some questions of what's gonna be told to me, so this way you guys can see exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah. So if you want, what do you think about the new rent control?
I feel like rent control has been worse, especially for people who are struggling with making money and stuff like that. And also that how I guess like it hasn't really been helping out much with people. Like some people maybe, but even like with college students too, like a lot of them like are having a hard time, getting full tuition of getting full scholarships and stuff for school and everything else. A lot of money, situations like being in a college and stuff like that is different than being homeless on the street. Because a lot of people like have a hard time, realizing that the money has gone up a lot in rent. So a lot of people cannot afford certain things and get certain things for housing, or certain help to get housing wise and stuff like that. So it makes it harder for people to really get things for housing wise. Yeah, I think that's the reason why a lot of rent has gone up and made it worse for a lot of people. Not just us, but also different people too.
Has it been hard for you to get housing in Boston, and if so, why?
It really has been. I'm working with FinFin. They're a housing coordination group that help out try to get housing and stuff like that. And I don't want to say how much my thing is, but it seems like my part of my thing that I get doesn't cover it. A lot of the housing, because a lot of it has gone up like in so much money and stuff like that I can't even afford to get a place right now. So I feel like that a lot of people are not, like, they're trying to help out and stuff like that, trying to get other resources. But I feel like it's not really been helping out a lot. So of the whole entire situation. So getting money out here and stuff like that, and trying to get housing has not been easy. Especially with the rent and stuff that has gone up, has made it worse.
What do you think one of the biggest problems with homelessness specific to Boston is?
Oh man, no matter where you go to, it's always going to be problems. And Boston has a lot of people who are homeless and stuff like that. A lot of them are using drugs and they don't want the help. A lot of them are just struggling right now, and just feel like this whole world's gone weird, gone worse than what it was. And I feel like a lot of people, there's some people who are nice and stuff like that will come up to you, drop some money on you, drop a few bucks for you, or even sit down and talk to you and stuff like that. I've seen people actually stop by other homeless people and actually have talked to them. So it actually gives a lot of actually helps out somewhat and stuff like that. And some people have bought food for people and stuff. And a lot of homeless people are not bad out here. They're actually pretty nice and stuff. So a lot of us are just struggling, going through a whole situation without
getting better or worse right now?
It's really hard to say. I say it's like a mixture between 50-50, because a lot of people that who are homeless and stuff like that tend to go to different places. During the beginning of the month, it makes it tougher because they want to get help. They want they might want to get a hotel room, or they want to use money for other things and stuff like that. So it makes it more difficult. So it's it's 50-50, because you never know what's going to happen. Stuff like that, so maybe some people will come over saying, yeah, I can help you out, get a hotel room, or some people help out saying I give you money and stuff like that if you need it, but don't use it for drugs or alcohol wise and stuff like that. So
what do you think I'm just gonna back up. What do you think about the drug use in Boston?
It's gotten worse.
It's gotten worse?
Yeah, it's gotten worse.
Why do you think that is?
Because the cops really don't care about people who are using and stuff, and they feel it's okay, they're saying yeah, you could use in you could use in different different other places and stuff like that. You could use it in safety and stuff like that. I feel like it's not really helping on the problem. It's adding to the problem.
What do you mean they think you can use? When they say you can use in safe ways,
like some of the places like Pine Street, a lot of people don't realize that Pine Street that actually comes out with some of the people and stuff like that, and they give out needles to people.
Clean needles?
Yeah, they give out needles and stuff like that to people. Like they say, oh yeah, use like using like an using safety wise, like use like in like safe places usually. Stuff like that. I don't know why, but
what do you think they should do instead?
Well, the thing is, a lot of people like who are using and stuff like that, they won't help out on the streets. So it's like they're not really helping out. They're just gonna go back to the same places as usual and just keep doing the same thing over and over again.
What do you think would help the situation?
Well, you have a hard time banning all drugs, is what I'm saying. But you know, people, I feel like will probably help out is people that want to go to rehab. That'll probably help out with that. Probably help out more with people going to rehab and stuff like that, or you know, trying to get help for themselves. Probably the best bet for them to actually like you know, situation like cut down the situation and stuff like that. I think they stop getting on needles to people, it'd be a lot easier and stuff like that.
Were you here during the opioid epidemic?
I don't think I was here for that and stuff. Then no, I wasn't.
What drug is the biggest problem in Boston right now?
I think heroin and some other stuff are most of the biggest problems. Also, K2 is another one. People have a hard time because K2 is so cheap, and makes it worse for people and stuff. That just having like you know, it's just. I think a lot of drugs are just like drugs are drugs no matter what you do and stuff like that. I mean, I wouldn't say marijuana is a drug. I see more it's more of an herb, so it helps out more. And that's what they use for medical wise, and that's what they don't really use anything else for. But I see a lot more people using like doing heroin and other stuff though, mostly.
Yeah. What do you think about the systems in place to help people get out of homelessness in Boston? Do you think that they're working? Is Michelle having a positive impact? Or is it just a hard situation to really tackle? Like, do you think what she's done is...
The mayor?
Yeah, I mean, the mayor, just like, do you think the systems are working pretty well, or...
I feel like the mayor's really hasn't done much, because she took some of the people that were from, that were on Mass Avenue that were, homeless, and, they were using on there, just... she moved them from one street to another way to where the side of where the thing was at, but the cops didn't want them over on that side, but she moved them back over there out of the main street onto the other side of the street where the shelter is at over there. So they didn't really do anything. She didn't really do anything to help out.
And
yeah, during the winter walk she walked for like a little bit and then she like left and stuff like that during the winter walk. So it's like, why even bother coming out?
Yeah.
If you're not really gonna be helpful.
What do you think she could do that could help?
I feel like there's really nothing she can do. I feel like, you know, if she really wanted to help out the homeless people, she'll probably find places for people to go to and, like, you know, make their, like, try to help out, or rank it lower and stuff like that, because not really helping out in any situation, like, for people to get housing.
Yeah. What do you think about, you know, the public perception and, like, the stigmatization of people experiencing homelessness in Boston? Like, do you think that people generally treat people that are homeless well, or do you wish that they treated homeless people differently?
I feel like different people treat different people differently and stuff like that. It depends, like, who they are and stuff like that.
I guess, like, in a general sense, you know?
Yeah, some people are like, who are walking around and stuff like that and see a homeless person, they're like, maybe this person needs help, you know. It's like, some people are actually nice, they'll sit down and talk to you, like I explained earlier, you know, ask you if you need help or anything or something like, anything like that and stuff like that. So some people are actually pretty nice about it and stuff like that. So it's actually really helpful that some people do come out of their own time, actually sit down and chat with some of the homeless people, find out different things and stuff.
Do people ever make assumptions about you?
Not really.
That aren't true? That's good.
Not really.
So people in Boston are generally...
A lot of them are actually pretty nice.
Pretty nice and understanding.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people in Massachusetts are actually pretty nice. They understand a lot of what's going on in the whole entire world, like they see it and stuff. some people like just don't care and just want to keep on going with their own lives, doing what they want to do and stuff. But
Yeah, so they're pretty like
people will be people.
Yeah. What are ways that a person like me could help out? If it's just a regular person who wants to make an impact or like help somebody or people experiencing homelessness in Boston, what do you think what's something that could be done or that a person could do to help?
I mean, if someone needs food wise, I mean, there's a lot of places out in Boston here that you can get food at, but like certain places, like and on certain days, like it's hard to get food, like especially on the weekend. Like on Saturdays, there's only one place that's open on Saturday morning. You get food at. On Sundays, it's like there's really no places where you can get food at. That's why our church, where I volunteer at, we have a church service that goes on, but we have sandwiches that we give out before the church service. So I feel like some places do help out, but there's not many places where you can go to get food at and stuff. And a lot of places where you want to eat at are pretty much expensive. So it's like it doesn't help out as much and stuff. But I feel like people like to help get food or anything else basically. It would help out that way.
Is it food? I mean, shelter is obviously the biggest part, but
yeah.
in terms of like food or clothes, like is there like material resources or goods that you?
Some places they actually do get clothing, like St. Francis House, but you got to go like really early in the morning. It's like it depends because like they usually open up I think around like 6:30 or 7 I believe in the morning, and some people are not really up that early to go get clothing. And then we do a thing that we have a clothing drive. That's the last one is actually coming up on the 22nd, which is called City Reach. And City Reach is mostly we have kids that come from different churches and stuff like that want to learn about homelessness, and they help give out clothing and stuff like that. It's usually like a clothing drive that we do at St. Paul's Church, and for anybody who wants to get clothing and stuff like that need it. But we start doing it in November, and then we work through the winter time, and then the last one's usually like in April. It's the very last one that we usually have. So this one will be the last one that we have here, and it's actually the biggest one we're having. We're having about 130 something kids that are coming to City Reach. The last one we had 110 or 108 kids that came last time. So it was like this is like double as much than we had before. So
do most people know where to go if they need food or shelter?
Some people do. Some people don't and stuff like that. A lot of people that I know, they know a lot of places they can go to. So usually like on Mondays and stuff, they have our program has some food usually over there on in the morning, and then we have like a lunch in the afternoon.
Could you like list them out, like the place and what and like where?
Yeah. So Monday we have like our place on Newberry Street on 15 Newberry Street. We have a program called Boston Warm, and it's usually a drop-in center. So we have like food over there. We have like sandwiches and stuff that we give out. Some people come and cook and stuff like that for us. So, and then then later on in the evening, there's a place called Monday Dinner where I volunteer at. It's on West Cambridge Street, Cambridge Street, the West End area. So it's that one church I go to usually, and they have food over there every Monday night and stuff like that. And usually at the beginning of the month, the first Monday of the month, we usually have lasagna. So I think this Monday coming up, we're gonna have hamburgers and stuff like that. So they're gonna do our cheeseburgers. They're gonna do different things usually. Wednesday at Common Art, we have usually a lunch. Usually it's been made for us. Usually it's like we usually get a hot meal when we do like artwork and stuff.
Yeah.
And then after that, in the afternoon, like in the evening time, around like I think like 5:30 or 6 o'clock or something like that, they have a place that's just a Paula Center, I believe it's called. I'm not quite sure. It's some church that's right next to Park Street Church. They give out food over there. But they call it the Red Doors. A lot of people call it. Also Tuesday night, I forgot. Tuesday night they have a dinner over at Old West Church and stuff. Old West Church, Bremer Street. They give out food over there. And also Monday they also have another thing during our programs. It's at St. Paul's Church. They call it Monday lunch. Usually is what they have it at. Thursday they have it another one at Park Street Church at nighttime. I think it's around I think they let people in around like 7 o'clock or like 6:30, 7 o'clock, I think, to start letting people in, or 6 o'clock, something like that. I don't remember. Um, Friday they have like different other programs. Like they have like we have Boston Warm on Monday and Friday, so we do the same thing on Friday too. And then at nighttime they have another place where they get food as right around the corner from us is Arlington Street Church. They give out dinner over there. I think I'm not quite sure what time that's at. To be honest, I think it's at like 6:30 or 7 o'clock or something like that. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
And any of the shelters that people want to go to, Pine Street is one of them. I really don't go there anymore at all.
What does Pine Street help out with?
They don't really help out with too much though. I mean, like they help out with they get you workers to help you out try to get housing, and so does what is the other one? 112 Southampton. Not the best ones at all. They help you find people. They have workers there to help you get housing wise and stuff like that. But I should just go there at nighttime and sleep and stuff like that. And they're open they're open all day long basically. I think you can go there anytime, but it's like I really don't want to bother going there no more. So.
Are there any other shelters that are accessible?
So the one I'm in, you have to get referred by.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have like a worker or somebody that that's going to talk to one of the people from the church and stuff like that are because it's part of a church. So one of the guys who run it, I volunteer over there on Friday, and Friday also I go to a place called Friday Cafe, which is in Cambridge, in Harvard Square. It's that First Church and stuff like that, and they give out food over there too, and I volunteer there usually on Fridays. So it's like from we open the doors around like 12, and then we used to close at 5, and now we close at about 3 o'clock usually. So
okay, yeah,
we have a lot of food that's been given out over there. Like a lot of people make the food and they bring it in. So like we have like a lot of that stuff that people bring in. So it's like different stuff that we have. It's not just one thing. We have like different entrees. So we have a lot of different entrees. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if there's any other, because I just want to make sure that I want to start a conversation about the problems that Boston has systematically, like what programs work and what don't in the city. Do you think there's any negative or positive programs that are helping or not helping?
I feel like some places like DMH are not really helping out that much because like a lot of people over there are pretty rude and stuff like that.
Can you explain what DMH is?
DMH is Department of Mental Health. I was living at the Lindemann Center where they work at and stuff like that, and I feel like a lot of staff over there were very rude to us. Like they're yelling at us and stuff like that for no apparent reason. They didn't know how to treat people that had mental health the right way and stuff like that, so it wasn't really helping out that much. And Vinfin, a lot of people don't like because they're really unreliable with certain things, and like their Denver housing doesn't really help out that much with them with the rent and everything else, especially to get a voucher. Their vouchers really don't cover a lot of places and stuff like that in Boston area.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really help out that much either.
I
don't know any other ones though.
Can you talk about the mental health issue in the homeless population of Boston?
I think a lot of people are homeless on the street, have a lot of mental issues, mental health issues and stuff, especially like PTSD, depression, and all that stuff because they've been through so much and stuff, and the veterans too. With the veterans, they have like their shelter over there too, but only veterans can go there. That they have they have apartments up there too for them. So it's actually nice that they get their own apartments and stuff. And then the apartments are actually very nice. Like I've actually seen some of them when they used to have emergency weather. So I used to during emergency weather, my friend used to I was able to go see one of my some people up there. I seen some of the apartments up there are all really nice and stuff. So I sheltered over. Unfortunately, it's for veterans only. So.
What do you think could help the mental health crisis in Boston?
What would help out?
Yeah.
I guess the best thing to help out with is probably spread more word about getting help and stuff like that. Asking people if they pitch in that need help and stuff like that with certain things. Like a lot of YouTubers who I watch, like Jacksepticeye, who had done Thankmas Thankmas for last year. They did for World Central Kitchen that was doing stuff in the Ukraine, and then before that year, they did people who were studying for homelessness and stuff like that to help build houses. So every $10,000 that they got and stuff like that was a house built, help being built up and stuff like that. So I think last year, I think he raised over $4 million. This year, I think he got the most out of it. I think he got about like, I think altogether, I think it was like about $14,000 or $17,000. I think that he made, $1 million he made. Not just him. It's also other YouTubers and streamers that were pitching in too to help out with Thankmas. But it's usually his idea because like he works with Tiltify and other programs that help him out. Like he had Jack Black on his channel. He had Valkyrie. He had Bell Porch that came onto that thing. Mark Plyer donated help out to the cause and stuff like that. Corey Kenshin, his name, actually donated the most. Sort of the most though.
So you think that helps mental health?
Yeah, I feel like it helps out a lot of people. Like it helps me out a lot, but it may not help out to a lot of people. But to me, like for different wise and stuff like that, for mental health wise, it just helps out like with a lot of people. Like some people, like I think like if they find videos to watch, I feel like helps out a lot with different things. Especially people like to do stuff that they like to do, help out with mental health. So I feel like that's a good way to to treat your mental health is like to do something that you really enjoy doing. Usually.
Do you think it's hard to get? Is it hard to get jobs?
Yeah, it actually is pretty hard. Because like a lot of the places out here are usually run by the city, so it's not that easy to get a job wise for certain places, especially if you're trying to work at a kitchen or anything like that. You got paperwork and everything else. Like it's like it's difficult. It's not that easy to get jobs around here and stuff like that. I mean, some people are lucky to get jobs and everything else, but I feel like you have to have you have to have a place to stay to get housing. So, to get a job and everything else, like you gotta have a place where you can shower at, a place where you could actually like sleep at nighttime and stuff like that. And like it's just tough to get a job around here because like a lot of places like that do certain things. You know what I mean? Like you have to be presentable in a different way usually. So some places are difficult to get jobs out here.
How's it been for you?
I have a hard time working because I can't really be around a lot of people. So I have like depression and PTSD. So I can't really be around a lot of people and stuff like that. So I'm not really like hard to get a job and stuff. And I'm trying to get on SSI too. So I'm trying to get that done. But it's been a real problem trying to get that. So
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've asked you the majority of the questions. Do you think there's anything else that you want to talk about? Do you think people, I mean, systematically, like if there's problems with the system, or just like if you think that there's things that people should know or be aware about in terms of homeless experience in Boston?
I think the people that need to be aware about certain things is like like a lot of the homeless people that we know, like we see things that happen on the street a lot that a lot of people are just ignoring, and a lot of us have seen like a lot of things that have gone on, like has gotten worse wise, and things have gotten better and stuff. And then a lot of us have a lot more knowledge than most people do and stuff like that with certain things. Like a lot of people like go to college, they learn different things, but they don't see the outside world like we do. Like we just see like everything that's happening wise, like with rent or with the cops treating other people certain ways. Like a lot of people like who sleep certain places, they can't sleep in certain places like because people are putting up no trespassing areas and stuff like that for people to sleep at, and I feel like that's making it worse for a lot of people because like I mean Boston's a city area, you should be able to like sleep wherever you want to sleep at and stuff like that, but I feel like they're making it worse for people that they can't go to other places. But I feel like like bathroom situations too are worse too because like a lot of places are not open at nighttime like 24 hours, and unfortunately people are using are making it worse for us because if people want to use the bathroom they can't do it because people are going to go in 24 hours a day and just constantly go into the bathroom and use and stuff like that and make it worse for everybody.
So they make it worse for the people who aren't using drugs. Yeah,
basically, yeah. That's why a lot of people close their bathrooms at a certain time, like certain places like on Park Street. You have to pay for you have to pay for food to get or buy something to use a bathroom and stuff like that, which is really stupid.
Yeah.
So.
Anything else?
Is that it?